Hello everyone, myself Kruti Vyas, and today I am going to present my topic on: is Big Brother winning? Social media, AI and governments are using Orwell's framework to control our minds today. So this is my presentation details and academic details. This is a table of contents which I will discuss today. So first, in 1949, George Orwell wrote 1984 a warning about a world where Big Brother uses surveillance to smartphone in your pockets, and the Ministry of Truth is mirrored in fake news and algorithms. And newspeak is reflected in the political buzzwords used today to simplify or hide the truth. So here is my research question and hypothesis that my research question is: do contemporary technologies of artificial intelligence, social media, algorithms and states surveillance operate through a mechanism analogs to Orwell's system of mind control in 1984, and do they pose an equal threat to human freedom of thought? So my hypothesis is that while contemporary technologies of artificial intelligence, social media, and state surveillance mirror the control mechanism of Orwell's Big Brother, their power remains incomplete, held in check by democratic freedom and the critical awareness that dystopian literature like 1984 continue to inspire. Key ideas from 1984 and what they mean today. So Orwell's 1984 concept mapped directly to this 2026, because Big Brother is represent by teach giant tracking our digital footprints. For example, telescreens are always on smart devices. We practice double think by using the very apps we know. So we know us to protest that surveillance, and the newspeaks lives in cooperative speak designed to hide meaning, and the Ministry of Truth is mirrored in the deepfakes and algorithms, our personal truth as well. So this infograph shows the circular data influence system. It start with Big Brother, that how it building a digital profile of you, and this profile is analyzed to predict your behavior. The telescreen is act as a two-way street. You receive info while being monitored, and finally newspeak are used to align your thinking with the system of goals and tracked through regular behavior metrics. So we are all being watched. So Big Brother is winning because the telescreen is winning. Big Brother is winning because the telescreen is in your pocket. For example, with 5.4 billion users, social media platform practice as a surveillance capitalism, and they are harvesting data to shape your beliefs and even manipulate your emotions as well. And since 9/11, mass surveillance has recorded millions of private messages and destroying our intellectual privacy, the ability to think and explore ideas without being watched. Fake news is a ministry of the truth. How? So whoever controls, as Orwell said, whoever controls the past controls the future. Whoever controls the present controls the past. So today AI deepfakes make it impossible to know what really happened today, and effectively acting as a modern ministry of truth. And outrage because this is time most probably anger spread faster than truth, and spreading propaganda automatically. So a platform like Google's YouTube now have a power to quietly shape your entire worldview by deciding what content is allowed and what content is not allowed today. So specifically in this slide, I would like to express the detailed infographic, because this infographic compares Orwell's theme of control to modern social pressure. Through being one person is like being cancelled online, and Orwell's Crime Stop is now self censorship on social media. So basically, people are so afraid of social punishment, and they stop speaking freely, and creating a chilling effect. So here both systems are aim for the same three result. First result is silence, second one is conformity, and the last one is obedience. Against Big Brother has not won yet. How we can see here on the other side, we are still free. Ways Winston Smith was not, because citizen in a democracy can still protest and change leader through election. And we have privacy laws like GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation, and in independent courts to protect us. And technology also helps freedom, and the internet is used to explore the fake news through fake checkers as well. And importantly, we can see our language still evolves naturally rather than being engineered by center party to limit thought. So both sides at a glance. How to summarize? The side highlights behavioral tracking, AI manufactured reality, and social punishment. But the second against side is emphasize specifically privacy laws, free praise, and our ability to think critically. While the tools of control are powerful, and our society still allows for citizen accountability rather than just state-sponsored torture, and providing us a shield against total manipulation. So what does this all means? In short, the goal is the same as Orwell's time, but the method is softer, using and algorithm instead of police and prisons. So the paradox is that we voluntarily voted for our own telescreen by giving away data for likes, and however reading and the studying 1984 is an act of a resistance, because it naming the system is the first step to fighting it, and then we truth remains a revolutionary act. So the conclusion is Big Brother is winning, but he has not won yet, because we still possess the freedom to protest, vote, and read, freedom Winston Smith never had. But our awareness is only thing standing in the way of total control. And here Orwell did not write 1984 to tell the future, but he wrote it as a warning. We must pay attention and ensure that truth always telling remains our most powerful act. So to conclude this presentation, provide a comparative analysis within the context of democratic society, because I find one gap that I must not that this presentation is focused on softer surveillance of the West, but authoritarian models such as China's social credit system offer an even more literal interpretation of Orwell's work. And the future direction is further research is needed to into how AI manipulate emotions and scale and the long-term impact of algorithm governance on the human psyche. So these are the references. Thank you for your attention. I am now open for any question.
My question to you, in a world where you can't get a job, a bank account, or an education without these apps, is it really a choice anymore, or has the system simply made surrender the only way to survive?
Yeah. So firstly, choice is an illusion. When apps are required for jobs, banking, and school, it is actually systematically coercion, because where surrendering your privacy is a mandatory to entry free for living in this modern society. Next one.
My question is, do you think a system that controls us through pleasure and convenience is actually more dangerous and harder to fight than one that uses pain?
Yeah, so first of all, control through pleasure is more dangerous because it removes the specifically desire to resist, and while pain creates an enemy to fight, and makes us love our own captivity, and making soft control much harder to break than a dictatorship. Okay, so that is all from my side. Thank you.